This is Barcelona, one of the most visited places in the world. We leapt at the opportunity to visit here because we've wanted to go to this place for many years. We did extensive research to report to you guys what is worth your time when there's so many things to do in this city. So join us as we visit wonderful landmarks, see world-class artwork, and of course, indulge in all the wonderful restaurants. We also have a few surprises in store that are major announcements that we would like to share with you guys.
Common?
So enjoy our series on Barcelona.
You can see, look it. You can see it perfectly in the background. Welcome to the Arc de Triomf. So what do Barcelona and this is the Arc de Triomf. So what do the Eiffel Tower and Barcelona have in common? Seriously?
Yeah.
Yes.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Probably don't have room.
Tiffany's.
Oh my god, it's beautiful.
Do you like it?
I love it. You want to know the shaky footage?
Just got engaged.
In front of the Arc de Triomphe. I'm sorry, I'm so excited. Don't judge my faces. This is the Arc de Triomphe. So what do Barcelona and Paris have in common? This site right here. This was supposed to be the original site for the Eiffel Tower. A gentleman by the name of Gustave Eiffel originally proposed a grandiose vision back in 1883-1884 for the Eiffel Tower. However, despite what we know about history, it was seen as cold, ugly, and unacceptable. It was, however, accepted in Paris in the later 1880s, I think about 1888. So what did they do instead? Well, for the Spanish expedition, they built the Arc de Triomf. And this beautiful thing is the entrance to the Parc De La Ciutadella, which is this grand central park they have here in the middle of Barcelona, Spain.
So now that it's firmly established that the love of my life and I are spending the rest of our lives together, we're going to go check out the Sagrada Família Cathedral. And we're going to check out this cathedral at a very special time in the day.
So there we go. The church that has taken well over 100 years to construct. Now what we did here, because I was advised to do so, is we are getting the last grouping, which is at 7:15, because at this time is when the sun typically hits and goes through the stained glass windows. So fingers crossed that is actually the case. So the tourist situation here is pretty ridiculous. We have a reservation, thank God. I would never come here without a reservation, by the way. Please book your ticket at least a week in advance. The line here is pretty crazy. There's actually a ton of police. I saw like a riot control bus. This is like the epicenter of tourism, I feel like, in Barcelona. That was intense. That was the most intense entry to any church I think you'll ever go through. It was like going through JFK Airport. Wow. This is incredibly unique. Actually kind of awestruck. It was worth going through JFK security in order to see this. First thing that I noticed is just how new everything looks and how clean everything is. You know, I'm used to these incredibly rustic churches, but all the pillars, the ceilings, they look just spotless. And we did look out. The sun is going through the stained glass windows, fortunately enough. And then over here, you have a lot more oranges and reds. And then over here is a lot of greens and blues. Apparently there was a lot of inspiration from nature throughout the design of this. And what's wild is it was designed in the 1870s and 1880s, and the architect knew that it wouldn't be ready anywhere close to the time of his death.
What? You gonna be shy now? You gonna be shy now? What? What?
Alright, so the church closed. We were there for about 45 minutes, almost an hour. I would recommend it to anybody. You know, I honestly, compared to a lot of rustic churches out there, not filled with centuries and centuries of stuff that has been added and changed to it like most historical churches that you go to, but you do most definitely need to book tickets ahead of time. I would never ever go here just on a whim. This is the Parc De La Ciutadella. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, please forgive me. And it's filled with a whole array of fountains, monuments. Here, let me just do this. I'll just
I can do it by speed.
first stop on this trip was visiting the beautiful park that was the epicenter of the 1888 Barcelona Universal Exposition. The park is filled with beautiful architecture from that era, and it has a few modern touches as well.
Ruined. My shoes are ruined. I don't have my drip game now. My drip is off. I'm very excited to see what everything looks like once it's done. It looks like all the renovations are very tasteful, but consequently, because everything is under construction, you have a lot of buildings that are closed. Very beautiful park though, regardless. Isn't it? This park is once again just fantastic. I think it's really just a beautiful example of what city parks should be. Ornate fountains, granted, most of them are not operational, but there actually is water in that one. So that's kind of nice. So behind me is this very lovely building called St. Paul. It was originally a hospital, and it's had a few different uses over the years, but now it's mostly a tourist attraction. I believe some of the buildings are still used as offices for a hospital, which is a modern hospital right behind this one. But it's a beautiful, stunning complex, and it's a great example of architecture from this era. So we're gonna go in and see if it's worth it. I'm getting lost in the sauce with all these beautiful details I'm trying to capture on the rooftops and the eaves and the peaks and just everything. This is so stunning. And you know what's also weird is I know La Familia is incredibly packed right now, and this is pretty much empty. There's just a handful of people here. And keep in mind, this is a Saturday. So this is a very underrated thing. You gotta come out here. You gotta see this. I'm so impressed with this. If only hospitals weren't so utilitarian and they were more beautiful. Have you ever been to a hospital with a ceiling like this before? I know I haven't. is pouring rain. I used up all the data on all of my cameras. I only have about 10 minutes left on this GoPro, and my phone is full, everything's full. I was an idiot and I didn't bring another camera battery as well, so I could probably stay here for another 2 hours and take a lot more photos, but I think 4,000 photos is enough for today.
Thank you for joining us on this video. This was truly a huge milestone that we're fortunately able to witness on camera, and I'm glad I was able to share it with you guys. Please stay tuned because we have lots more videos coming up. We have several of these. We were here for a while. We got lots of great footage. Our next stop is going to be in the Gothic Quarter, as well as exploring a museum or two. So check it out.